Well, hello, renegades and other people who are coming to watch my videos. This is Ken, Renaissance Man. I have finally gotten to Money Game Part 3. Now, in all the comments I've gotten on the first couple of Money Games, I had a couple of people in the comments say that they wanted me to watch it all the way through without stopping, just this time because they didn't want it to break up the flow of how the song lays out and all that. And I have gone back and forth thinking about it do I want to do that or not? I told them I would consider it and try it. But with a 9-minute song, I doubt that that's going to happen. The other thing is that, from what I understand, this is one of the most creative ones and a very cool one, so I don't think I'll be getting all the way through it. But what I will do, and I promise you all I will do this, is I will go through it after I do the analysis and breakdown on my own and watch it straight through probably a couple of times to go ahead and get the impact of that as well. I know it's not what everybody, or know what a couple of people wanted, but it's probably the best I'll be able to do. It has nothing to do with copyright. It's just that I will not be able to keep myself from talking about what I'm seeing as I go. And, they were just asking for this particular one, but that's okay. I'm not bitching at people for asking me to not pause, because they had a reason to on this one. And I'm sure even you all who like the breakdowns would understand their reasoning because you've seen the video before. Loved Money Game 1 and 2. And from what I understand, this one is some people's favorites. So we are going to jump in and see how it goes. I may try and let some parts play a little longer and then go back and talk about them. But if I was to let the whole thing play and then go back and try and do it in sections, most people don't stick around to watch the little breakdown. And, I do this for my own enjoyment as well as yours. And I just love to hear myself talk, apparently. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right. And I know this is a one-take thing. Ooh, that was a nice touch there. Ooh, oh, doing that with a bag on your head? God, that's got to be hard. Wow, what great camera work. Well, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder played like that for years. This is so interesting. So I've already lost track of who was playing there. I think it was Wren. I'll go back after and check to see who was.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly, 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth if you manipulate.
I'm sorry to have paused there. I was going to try and let it play as long as, but the little change up there I wanted to hear again. By the way, I'm catching every word of what he's saying. I didn't need the lyrics on this so far. Beautifully shot video. I'll just go ahead and say stuff real quick here because I may try and let it run longer. Beautifully shot video, of course. But when that piano came in on that section, it took me by surprise, and then I was not listening to what he was saying because I was so taken in with what the piano was doing, and I don't want to miss what he's saying. So that is why I backed up. So anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and pick it up from there. There's so many great things in this, but not a whole lot that needs to be talked about.
15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Okay, I'm going to pause there because it's a natural place to stop. Lyrically, I freaking love what he's doing lyrically, because you can think of different people that this could apply to, and that moral flexibility can help you climb the ladder, definitely, and that all along the way his dad is just basically telling him, well, yeah, you've achieved this, but you haven't achieved that. So it's constant pressure from his dad to do better, but he's just getting more morally bankrupt all the way along the way. So, okay, we will pick it up from the phone call.
Filling warehouses with powder and guns.
You know what would be an ironic twist is if when he picks up the phone it says
7 days.
33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his
And I like how he got
pocket.
off time with the piano there. That was kind of neat.
"35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Wow, this is amazing. It's truly amazing. Imagine seeing this on stage as a show, which, you know, probably people have. And let me know if he did an edit there. I doubt he did, but it's possible. I don't think he did.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble and perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
I'm sorry to pause right there. Oh, I'm sorry to say I'm sorry. But a lot of what he's saying here are things that I express to others all the time about, you know, when people say, oh, we can't, you know, change this law or that law, or we can't get rid of guns because of this, and we can't do this because of that. And it's always like, yeah, but every reason that you're giving that we can't do something is something that we made in the first place, or that we put in place in the first place. So, like he said, borders and money and all that only has value or exists because we put those things in place or gave them value. It doesn't mean they're valuable. And his, it's almost like he's a thinker. And I think he is. That ain't stinking thinking. So let me back it up. It amazes me how much I align with the way Ren thinks in my thinking. So he's just saying what I'm thinking. Sorry. Okay. And I think even the choice of tie and everything is intentional. The directing on this video has been phenomenal.
everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains.
Yeah.
But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game."
Wow. And, oh, just got a little chill from that. All right. Very much to say. Yes, I can see why this would be some people's favorite part of the trilogy. They're all so uniquely different, which I love. I love the fact that, and by the way, the color grading on this video was just gorgeous. It did a nice job of boosting the warmth, but also keeping the cold part so that you got a real feel for both things. Because, and then the people with the bags on their heads all being faceless, but very phenomenal video, and I will definitely watch that again. I think the lyrics were insightful, dead on, and like he said, they sum up. You may not relate to everything in the lyrics, but a lot of people can relate to some things in the lyrics at least. Unfortunately, because like he said towards the end, if they would quit teaching kids in school to be like sheep and to follow constantly and all of that, and to be just blind in the way they see things and not trying to find out the truth on their own as well as what they're taught. That's where racism and everything else comes from, is being passed on and blindly followed rather than looking around the world as it is now and going, and why am I this way now other than what I've been told to be? So, yeah, I can definitely relate to all of that. And I think I will be doing his 1 million subscriber video because so many people have asked for it. And I'll be curious to see him. I think you said that there's talking and then also some music maybe. But I will be doing that. But I will probably be doing Wren and Chinchilla chalk outlines next. And then I think what I'm going to do is break it up into doing like Wren with someone else. And then I'll do something from, I think it's called Big Push, was his early band. And then the busking stuff. I'll try and alternate the different ones. So I'll probably do like I Shot the Sheriff thing. And then I can't remember if the Big Push is the one with the Fred something. But don't bother telling me all of, what those are, because I've already gotten it from the other videos and have them in my list to do. I'm just not recalling them right now. So anyway, that is it. And obviously I am blown away, loved it, and can't wait to move on with more Wren. So all of you have a great day, great night, great life, and I will see you soon and see you next time. Bye.